The first head has rolled over Brisbane's rail failure. A Queensland Rail executive has been stood down after services ground to a halt because of mismanagement, resulting in dozens of scheduled trains being cancelled. The opposition is calling for the Transport Minister to be sacked.
As morning breaks in far north Queensland, the Premier and Tourism Minister are promoting the natural attractions of the state. Annastacia Palaszczuk wanted this week to be about getting more Asian tourists.
I want their number one destination for their annual holidays to be Queensland.
Just as long as they're not train enthusiasts. When they called all aboard for the new Redcliffe line, somehow someone forgot that more trains means more drivers.
It is very important that we get to the bottom of this.
A former Rio Tinto executive has been appointed to investigate the mass service failure.
To do the forensic examination of what went wrong.
Already one Queensland Rail executive has taken the fall for leaving commuters stranded.
The Chief Executive Officer of Queensland Rail, Helen Bloor, has advised me today that she has stood down the head of train service delivery.
Meanwhile, the government's claiming slashed services as a success.
The timetable today by Queensland Rail has run at 98.63%.
Where there's 200 services less, everything's on time.
The Deputy Premier concedes that ultimate responsibility lies with the Transport Minister.
The Minister is responsible to the government of the day in relation to Queensland Rail and the transport system generally.
Stirling Hinchliffe is still there as Transport Minister. The trains have been cancelled. Why hasn't Stirling Hinchliffe been cancelled as a minister?
In a day of damage control, one rail proposal has started rolling, albeit slowly. Brisbane's Cross River Rail Plan has had its first injection of federal funds.
We've announced $10 million of funding towards planning on Cross River Rail.
Still a long way off the $800 million the state government asked for.
Well, we acknowledge that $10 million is, a portion, just a proportion of what the state government is putting in.
But something's better than nothing. George Roberts, ABC News, Brisbane.